Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl T, better known as Angelic Ascension 88. And I'm here to bring another general reading. Okay. This reading is general. It is not gender specific. Energy is fluid. So put the messages where they apply, leave the rest for someone that it resonates with. Okay. Donations are accepted and appreciated. You can find all of my information in the description box below. All right. At this moment, please hit that like button. That's the way for you to energetically invest in my channel, invest in the growth and the expansion of my channel. Okay. Thank you so much. And I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Divine feminine, divine masculine, because um this is for both genders. Um when I was pre-shuffling and meditating over the cards, first thing first, we're using animal messages. This is what we're beginning with. So you may be getting some signs and synchronicities. There may be a particular animal that you're resonating with. Okay. So you're needed to focus on which animal is your spirit guide. Okay. This morning, though, the first card that wanted to come out was Panda, the panda bear. So you're possibly resonating with the panda. And um, the panda is about enjoying the sanctuary of solitude to regain self esteem and tranquility. Bear with me this morning, y'all. I just woke up. um, but there's a need for solitude. There's a need for aloneness. And yesterday I spoke on this, although the live did get interrupted. If you go back and look, it's 28 minutes and 8 seconds, but only 2 minutes of it played. Yeah, there ain't nothing and nobody but Satan, but it's all right. I was speaking of being alone. There was a time of being alone. Now, feeling alone. So if you're feeling alone, it's because 9 times out of 10 you are alone. But being alone does not mean being lonely. Let's get that straight. When you're alone, that is time for Father to show you things. When you're alone, you tap into all sorts of gifts if you allow yourself. If you use that time wisely and you're focused on raising your vibration, coming to a higher frequency, vibing high, not low, you will tap into all sorts of gifts. That's right. And you will possibly stumble across your actual purpose in life. Sometimes we become too wrapped up in others, dependent upon their approval, and withhold information. We we um it's like we begin to close ourselves off due to not satisfying something, someone, or the way that they would do something, or the way that they will want you to do something. Well, now it's about self. Okay. The panda is about self. It also, I mean, she's relaxed. As you can see, she's relaxed in her world. So if you're not relaxed in your world, this is a time to come into alignment with being relaxed in your own world. There's plenty here for Panda. I mean, it's just plenty and ease, dependent upon none. She don't need no validation. She does not need no one or another panda or another animal to help her feel at ease. She doesn't need anyone for anything. There's a plenty out here for her, and she's just coasting through life with ease. She's doing it with ease. Thank you, Holy Spirit. But now is a time to focus on your peace, quietness, tranquility, which is a state of being calm. You know, things may be chaotic around you. And, now it's just the time to focus on solitude, withdrawing from the crowd, pulling yourself away from the crowd, and um going within, tapping into your gifts and monetizing off those gifts. Okay. Now, I pulled this card as well because this was this was sticking out to me, because this was in the bottom. After this card came out, this one was underneath it, but it was underneath it in the reverse, which was an omen to me. And what that told me, first thing first, let me read the card to you. This is the parrot, and it's about letting sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. The thing about it is, with this card being in the reverse, someone's stagnant. Someone's not allowing life to just flow through them, or just flow through life. Okay. Um, Reviving a situation, reviving your soul so your world can be color transformed, not allowing something to change, not allowing something to transform. So, whoever I'm speaking to at this time, it's like you're wanting to control the situation, you're wanting to control the outcome, you're wanting to control the way things go, what goes, who comes, or what have you. You know your situation better than what I do. I'm just the messenger. But this is why Panda is here, and that's why this card was in the reverse. You're needed to focus on solitude, focus on self, focus on calmness, focus on relaxing in your world of plenty and ease. And if there's not a plenty, and you're not and it's not of ease, then you need to focus on you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you need to do for there to be a plenty, for there everything to be color transformed, and for you to become abundant, period. Panda here, she ain't got to worry about no drought. She go from tree to tree. And I apologize, that's my baby barking. But she goes from tree to tree, and she doesn't worry about not having enough. She doesn't worry about anything other than, you know, life is just at ease for her. She doesn't have to, there's not a hassle, there's not a struggle, there's not a lack of anything. And that's what we all need to focus on, because a man's gift, and this can be a man or a woman, but I'm quoting it just how it said, a man's gift will make room for him. The thing about it is, what's your gift? You have to tap into your gift. You have to go within. You have to do some deep introspection and figure out where your gifts are. What's your strengths? If your strength is communication builds you a platform. Put out content. It's going to make room for you. I mean, it's okay to go to someone's job, yes. But the thing about it is, after you clock out, when you go home, you need to have something that you can tap into, that you can monetize from as well. That's how you'll have a plenty. You will be abundant. And that's something that no one can take away from you. Jobs can close all the time. They can shut down, close the door, shut down. Then what? Most of the time, everybody's running around with like a chicken with the head cut off, trying to find another job, when really and truly that's your time to go within, to tap into your gifts and to bring forth those gifts. Someone needs that. Whatever you have, whatever you're good at, is something that's going to benefit someone else. You just need to bring it to the forefront. Okay? So, um you need to go with the flow of things. You don't need to control the situation to control the way life is going. This card right here should be in the upright, not in the reverse. Okay? This is where we're trying to get to. And as I bring this message forth and you get the message and you understand it, this card will be turned in the upright. As soon as you realize, to let sunshine revitalize your soul, and color transform your world. So it's a dark place right now, or it's black and white, or black or white, but it's supposed to be colorful, fruitful, abundant. Tap into those gifts. All right. And we're going to see why, you're in this situation. Let's see. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. Yeah. And as I take these out, my little box here, what's at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. This is being discontent and bored. This is not you're not satisfied with something. There's offers coming into you that you're neither accepting or rejecting. You're just discontent. And it's because there's more to life. And you know that. You know that, and you're like, no, this ain't good enough for me. I'm not pleased with this. Tap into that gift. Tap into those gifts, and you will look at the world in from a different set of lenses. Okay. So let's see. Holy Spirit, holy angels. What does the collective need to know? Yeah, look at there. Straight out the gate, the Emperor here. You need to take control over a situation. The Emperor, he's in control of his. The Emperor runs empires. So, like I was saying, you can work for somebody, but the thing about it is when you go home, you need to tap into your business. You need to tap into your spiritual gifts, what you're talented with. What are you bringing forth that is your own? Whether it's content, whether it's something that you're making, whether it's singing, whether it's cooking, or what have you, and look at the bottom of the deck here. We have, I hope y'all can see it. I apologize. We have Judgment here. Answer the calling. This is a calling. There's a calling for you to do something, and you're not answering it. The Spirit is saying you need to answer this calling. Tap into this gift. You're getting the downloads because they're sending them to you. You're getting the ideas, the thoughts, and you're needing to tap into that. The Emperor takes control over the situation, over his empire. He runs it. Answer the calling. There's something that you have, there's something that has been deposited in your soul, in your crown chakra, and you're needing to act upon this. Whatever it is, it's going to bring you abundance. There's going to be a plenty that you make off of this. There's going to be a plenty of people that you are going to touch, people's lives that you're going to touch just based off of the content, or, whatever it is that you're doing. It's going to be fruitful. It's going to help a lot of people, and they're going to long for what you have. So keep it coming. Whatever it is, go ahead and get it out there. Whatever it is, go ahead and make it. Build it. because this emperor is here. You will be in control of an empire. You will build a empire. That's why this card is here. You have what it takes. And as you can see, this emperor is by himself. He's not with nobody. Solitude. This is what happens when you go within. Excuse me. This is what happens when you go within and you tap into your spiritual gifts. You can't do that around a whole bunch of people. So use this time wisely. If you're alone, if you're in solitude, it's for a reason. Tap into that gift, whatever it is that your soul is telling you to create, to build, to make. Do that. Do that. Answer the calling. You're going to be this emperor. What else, Holy Spirit? What else does the collective need to know about this calling, about being in solitude, about building their self-esteem? Thank you, Spirit. I'm glad that went off because that's Spirit's way of agreeing with me. Let me just say this too. If you're having self-esteem issues, let me tell you something. This emperor right here, emperors don't care about that. Emperors are in control. They are in control at all times. They know their worth. They know what they have to offer. They know what they bring forth to the table. I don't know what it is that you're going through that's having you dealing with self-esteem issues, but tap into your gift. When you tap into that gift, you're going to feel more abundant. You're going to feel more worthy. You're going to feel better than before. That's for sure. And you're not going to have any self-esteem. You're not going to have any self-esteem issues. You're going to feel like you fit there. You were born to do whatever you're doing, whatever you're creating. And you're going to know that there's room for you. Okay? So tap into that spiritual gift, and you don't have to worry about these self-esteem issues. You don't have to worry about lack or anything. And then on top of that, for it to be your gift, you're going to do it with ease because it's a gift. It's something that Father has bestowed upon you. What is in your hand? Okay? What is in your hand? What can you do with your hands that is natural, that's like effortless to you? You may not see anything of it. Other people may feel as if, wow, how do you do that? I will pay you to do this for me. So tap into this knowledge. Tap into this knowledge, tap into the wisdom, because you have the wisdom and the knowledge. You just need to tap into it. All right. Become this emperor and let me know what you building, because I want to see. I want to know. What else, Holy Spirit, holy angels? What else does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know? One thing about it, you're going to step into this. You're going to be enjoying the sanctuary of solitude. As soon as you walk away from this crowd, or you get you some alone time, and not entertain so many different people. We have here the high priestess and the five of swords. See, intuitively, this is exactly why I say you need to walk away. This is exactly why it's time for you to go into solitude. You're being called to be alone. It's a calling. Father placed you alone for a reason. Intuitive. You may be intuitive. You may be psychic. You may have psychic gifts. You may be you may have some knowledge, some hidden knowledge that nobody gave you. It's just your crown chakra is booming. Your chakras are activated. You possibly fast. You possibly eat healthy. drink plenty of water, and that allows you, that helps your spiritual gifts. That helps you, regardless whether you know it or not. But if that's not the case, intuitively, you know someone's playing mind games. The Five of Swords here, that's mind games, that's trickery. This is one-upping one another. One-upping one another. This is talking about each other behind your backs. That's why you're being called to detach from people, places, people and places that do not serve you. A higher calling. That's why the Judgment card was at the bottom of the deck. You're being called higher. You're being called out from the crowd because you have a gift. You have a gift, and with the High Priestess being here, it's intuitive. It's something that nobody can give you. For you to be pulling the High Priestess, it's something that no one can give you. And let me go back to this card. Let sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. See, you're aware of something, and it puts you like this because you're wanting to control the situation, because you're aware of something. The High Priestess here, she knows. She who knows. And this could be a she or he. Like I said, energy is fluid. So you put the messages, where they apply, put the roles where they apply. But intuitively, you know something about your world that you were not willing to accept. That's what I'm going to say. You're trying to strong arm the situation instead of going with the flow, letting life flow through this situation, letting life flow through you. For this to be in the reverse, you were not allowing things to play out as they were. You are not accepting the situation for what it was. You're trying to control it, which is only turning your world upside down and it's just making things dark around you. It's like a dark cloud around you, looming over you, because you're needing to allow spirit to step in and to help you with this situation. Okay. That's all is to it. If you know that there's mind games and trickery going on, y'all, I'm sorry, there's a daggone fly in here. If you know that there's mind games and trickery going on, what do you need to do? You need to remove yourself, of course. You need to leave it. You know what? Let me put this down because I want to show you something else. When these cards came out, this is at the bottom of the deck here. This is the Five of Pentacles. This speaks of leaving it out in the cold, leaving someone, a place, or something out in the cold. Or either, if this isn't you, someone left you out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles also speak to poverty, not having enough, being left out in the cold, not knowing how to see your way through a situation, not knowing where your next source of income is coming from, possibly even a meal. This could be someone being homeless or any of that. But someone has been left out in the cold, or either this is spirit saying, hey, you need to leave this situation out in the cold. You put the messages where they apply. You're the emperor. That means you can run an empire. So I don't care what's going on, what the situation looks like. You can run this empire, and you have no business dealing with this right here. Intuitively, you know this. You don't have no business dealing with mind games, trickery. Thank you, Spirit. I hope y'all here. Spirit is over here agreeing. You don't have no business dealing with this. And if you know this is going on and you're not taking the proper steps to bring yourself out of this, then of course you're going to deal with poverty, because it's a calling. You're needing to answer the calling. Not all callings, feel good to us, but they're good for us. It's a time for you to come into alignment with your higher self, your true self, and step away from these mind games. It's trickery, okay? And intuitively, you know this. You are aware of this. So let's see what else. Holy Spirit, holy angels. What else does the collective need to know? We already know that there's some mind games here. There's some trickery here. Somebody was one-upped. That's also what this Five of Swords meant. Somebody one-upped the situation. Somebody one-upped you. And I hope this is not you doing this to someone, because karma is real. Yeah, look at there. Can't make it up. Three of Wands wanted to come out, which tells me that someone's looking out into the future. You know, someone's looking for some ships to come in. They're looking out for something more. And that's what's needed, especially if this is going on. Mind games, trickery, one-upping one another, gaslighting, ego tripping. Of course, you need to look into another direction. And that's exactly what this is here. You're looking out into the future. You're looking for a better situation. And as you can see, he is also alone. So with this panda coming out, first thing first, and it's saying enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. That is needed. That is very much needed. And it makes a lot of sense because we got mind games here. Of course, you need to go into, you need solitude. When there's mind games, you can't trust anything or anybody. You can't trust the situation at all. That's why Spirit is saying solitude is needed. And if you weren't wanting to accept the situation, it makes a lot of sense as to why this card right here came out inverted. Because you're not allowing the sun to revitalize your soul and color transform your world. That means some things got to be changed. There's going to be transformation here. There's some things that got to die off, and you possibly were not allowing it, or you are not allowing it. And Spirit is saying this message is what you need to hear, because you're needing to intuitively, you need to thank you, Spirit is speaking. This is my alarm, you guys. So you're here again to see me. Yes. Check my my daily prayer. Okay. So as I was saying, intuitively, you need to look out into the future. Whatever you're entertaining at this time is not working. It is not working because there's mind games here. There's trickery here. There's one-uppings. If you're in a relationship, then you or your person there's one-upping here. Regardless whether that's you trying to one-up your partner or your partner's trying to one-up you. Either way, there's mind games. And when there's mind games and trickery and all that, someone's bound to be left out in the cold. And the person that they wind up more hurt than anything. But the thing about it is, if it was not done correctly, if it was done out of ego, out of just trying to one up somebody, the person that did this, they're going to reap karma. They're going to reap some karma, and I hope they're ready for it, because it's all fun and games when you feel like you got the ups on the situation. thing about it is karma gonna, it's gonna allow you to feel that way. Thank you, Spirit. It's gonna allow you to feel that way. But when it's time for you to reap what you sown, it's not gonna feel good. All right. So, Holy Spirit, holy angels, before I close this out, let's see what does the collective need to focus on? What does the collective need to focus on? What does the collective need to focus on at this time? What does the collective need to focus on? Holy Spirit, holy angels. What's the main focus at this time? Ooh. Somebody's being, yeah. Somebody got some player ways, okay? Period, point blank. The Knight of Wands. This is my player card here. Just as quick as they go in, they come out. And this may be where these mind games are coming in. And you're aware of it. Regardless whether if it's your person that's doing this, you have picked up on something. You have picked up on the way they moving. And you're aware that there's something going on. There's some type of affair that's going on. Because let me tell you. Oh, no. I apologize. You're aware. Let me put this back because this is what I was trying to talk about. But you're aware of the mind games that this person was playing and that there is a third party. That's what I'm going to say because I see that. The Knight of Wands is very promiscuous, in and out, lustful. Wands are symbolic of the male phallic and using the male phallic to be intimate. We have a brand new start here. And you're aware of that. If this is your person or if this is you, you have a brand new love, or you have a brand, I'm not even going to say love because this is based off of passion. Wands are passion, they're action oriented. So this does not necessarily mean love is here. We know the passion is here, but it does not mean there's love here. But and if that's not the case, this can speak of a creative new endeavor. Okay. A creative new endeavor that you're passionately moving towards. You put the messages where they apply. You flip the roles. Whether this is a individual that you're going towards to be lustful, to be, with, or whether this is just a creative new endeavor that's going to allow you to be this emperor, to run this empire. I got to give it to you both ways, the ways that I see it. This can be someone passionately, coming in and out, or passionately heading towards this creative new endeavor. It does not have to be sexual, but it is a lot of passion about this situation. Very passionate. This is a lot of fire. Let me tell you the signs that you may be dealing with. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy right here. We have the Three of Wands here, which is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Emperor here, which is Aries energy. So a lot of fire, that is for sure. We have the High Priestess here, which can be symbolic of Pisces or Scorpio. And then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. So with this card right here, this may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's playing these mind games. That's in and out. That's one-upping you. That is ego tripping you. Okay. So You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Look at there at the bottom of the deck here. We got the Seven of Swords. I just so happen to look and stop. The Seven of Swords speaks to cheating, lying, sneaking, trying to get away with something, trying to get away, being deceptive. The thing about it is, this person is caught because, as you can see, he got 5 swords in his hand. There's 2 left behind him. So this person left something. You peeped something. Whoever I'm speaking to, they went within. And this is why this intuition card is here as well. Intuitively, you've picked up on something. And it was these 2 swords that was left back here. This person was caught up possibly in a lie. That's exactly what I'm seeing. And being that that's the case, being that you know that, that's why Spirit is saying enjoy the sanctuary of solitude, of tranquility, solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility, quietness, stillness, peacefulness, calmness. That's what that speaks to. Because if you were dealing with this situation, there was no peace. And it was impossible for you to be calm dealing with a situation like this when you can't gain control over this individual. Okay. This is why this card was in the reverse, because you were not allowing the sun to revitalize your life, your soul, and color transform your world. You weren't allowing it. It was in the reverse. So, which tells me you're tolerating this, or you're trying to see this but not see it. And deep down within, you're aware of this, but you're not trying to acknowledge it. And this can't be. Once you're aware of something, you have to make the proper moves. You have to move on it. Answer the calling. Okay? It was a calling. It was a calling. You were called to realize something, so you can get into alignment with the life that you're supposed to have, period. And this card will be in the upright. And you will let sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. Your world is going to be color transformed, my dear. There's going to be a plenty, and you're going to coast through life with ease as long as you answer this calling, as long as you make the changes that's needed. And I don't know why I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is in a situation for a long period of time. It's going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 plus years. And it makes sense as to why you're not trying to change. You're not trying to change. It's going to cause a shift. And you're comfortable doing things the way you have been doing things. But one thing that is constant in life is change, my loves. So focus on this change. Let's get a message from the angels, and we're going to close this out. Look at there, bottom of the deck, romance. This situation is about romance. This situation is about a romantic relationship, romance. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what does the collective need to know? What can we end this message on? What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? What's the most important message that you can give the collective at this time? Holy Spirit, holy angels, what's the most important message that you can give the collective? Okay. Look at there. I cannot make it up, y'all. What do they say? Ask your angels. So if you're not knowing how you're going to withdraw from a situation, if you're going to change, if you're not knowing what to do and how to do it, you're aware of a situation, but you don't know how to move on it. You need to ask your angels. You don't need to worry about how it's going to get done, how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. You just need to accept it. Acceptance is key here. Accept it. Answer the calling and ask your angels. Ask your angels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the book. That way you can see what the angels are saying. The bottom of the deck here, there's something better. There is something better. So the angels are speaking. They're speaking for whoever this is for. Whoever's dealing with a situation where someone's being promiscuous, someone's stepping out, having an affair, playing mind games with you, trying to one up the situation. Spirit is saying there is something better. Okay. You need to ask your angels. So let me go ahead and read from this book, and we're going to close this thing out. Thank you, Spirit. Ask your angels. Okay. So it says, your angels are always with you. However, you must ask for their assistance in order for them to provide you with the help you're seeking, because heaven respects your free will choices. State your questions to your angels clearly. You can do so either out loud or silently in your own mind. Your angels will instantly help you according to divine will. Your angels may also have special messages for you about the situation you're asking about. Sit quietly in a peaceful place, indoors or out in nature, and ask for advice and guidance. Notice what messages come to you. It's possible the answers will come to you through your feelings, hearing, or sight. Or perhaps you will just know the answer. You can also ask the angels for signs during the day to guide you onto the right path. What did I say? You're not on the right path. That's why the Three of Wands came out, looking out into the future. You're needing to make a change. You're needing to make a change and, get on your right path. Like they were saying, you're going to get these downloads. Once you ask your angels, they're going to deposit the answer within you. You're going to see signs, of which you've already seen signs. You've already gotten intuitive messages about this individual and everything, So, and like they say, your angels will instantly help you according to. Thank you. I hope y'all hear that. Yes. Spirit is saying, we will help you according to divine will. Okay. And it also says your angels may also have special messages for you about the situation you're asking about. So make sure you sit quietly, peacefully. And that's exactly what this message was about. Let me bring it back, because this was the very first card as I was pre-shuffling and meditating over this reading. Enjoy the sanctuary of solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. You are being called out from the rest. It's your time to be alone, because there's something that you're needing to come to terms with. There's something that you need to be enlightened about. It's something that you're needing to acknowledge. That's what I'm going to say, because I believe you've already been enlightened and you need to acknowledge it now. When you acknowledge something, you have to make the proper changes. You have to. And that's why your angels are here saying, you look, just ask us, okay? Just ask us. And we got the answer. We got you, beloved, because there's something better. There is something better. All right. So, my loves, until next time, this is your girl T, better known as Angelic Ascension 88. Please hit that like button to help your girl with the growth and expansion of this channel. All right. Sending you guys love, light, peace, and prosperity. Namaste.